Okay, hopefully everyone can hear me just fine, that there's no issues whatsoever. And hopefully there's no problems otherwise in terms of physical health in terms of my stomach not deciding to stay still. But anyway, hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix. And this is Panzer Paladin. It came out today on Steam. It is a... Let me look at the... I want to make sure I got the price right here because I think it's $14.99, but, you know, better for me to just check than... No, $19.99. You see, that's why you check. $19.99, it is an action platformer that came out today on the PC. I believe it's also on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know about PS4 or Xbox One offhand, but it is giant mechs, lots of weapons, and demons. Of course I was going to take a look at it. I mean, that's pretty much everything that I would want. Options, looks like there are several options here. English, Italian, Dutch, French, Japanese, Chinese, good to see. Volumes, good. Display filter, you can put on a CRT and a CRT curve. That's nice. I'm not sure what the blacksmith filter is. I'm assuming that is something in game, but we will find out. I don't get it. It's not Game Workshop related. It does have the Steam Workshop available, even now. So, definitely not gonna play this. Now, one thing I really immediately don't like is that, okay, so you got game modes here. You got story and blacksmith. Blacksmith doesn't really describe what the mode could be. Speedrun definitely does. Story, it almost makes it sound like a difficulty, so I do sort of find that a little bit weird. I'm going to assume that story is just the main gameplay mode, and blacksmith is maybe an alternate mode. Okay, so you got classic and remixed. So yeah, okay, so this is the story mode. Classic, remixed, tempts you with the remixed early on. Early, easy, normal, and hard. From what I understand, this has been a little bit more difficult on the difficult side. So I'm going to stay on normal for the stream's sake. I would probably play this on hard normally, but you know, you're talking to people, you're seeing what the game has to offer, you're wanting to go with the most generic experience when you're highlighting a game like this for people. All right, so this is apparently this is grit. Okay, so we have a punch. Oh, okay, thank you. And we have a spell, and we have, okay, so we have a sword that we got from the enemy. Simple enough. Duck down to do damage. That's good. The glowing swords in the background is a little bit... I try to skip forward. Really no longer used to streams laughing out loud. I mean, for some people, I understand. Down stab. Oh, do we have a little... It's not necessarily a DuckTales pogo, but it's very, like, straightforward in terms of, like, you don't get a lot of hop out of it. It's clearly an Inquisitor. The jump is a little bit deceptive. Like, I feel like it would have more hops than it does. Oh. Whoa. But how do I get it? There we go. So is that just a weapon for me to take out later? Oh, I see. Throw weapon. Okay, so I can throw my weapons, but they seemingly go away, which means that I gotta be very careful about using that. So you can collect multiple weapons and throw them when you need to. Oh, now I don't have a weapon. Well, that sucks. Yep, I was going to say, is like, maybe there's a WoW weapon. Now I have a club. It's seems to have a heal. So what is that spell? How do I use the spell? Okay. I'm assuming it's gonna teach me eventually, but it'd be nice to be able to heal right now. Eject. Oh, if I can't go into an area, I gotta eject out of my mech. Oh, look at our Panzer here. Oh, we have a grappling hook too. Well, that's always neat. That's always... You always know the game's quality when it's got a grappling hook. Oh, what's this? Recharge Paladin. Okay, cool. It changed the flame. Why are you killing the cute goblins? Switch weapons. Well, don't have any weapons to switch. So they have so they have different ranges and different speeds. So they definitely have differences in them. Insert weapon. Oh, I have to insert a weapon for a checkpoint. That's... Ah, I see. So you have to actually insert it to keep the checkpoint. That's new. That's a different type of system, and I sort of like it. Shield automatically deflects, which is dice. You don't have to bring it up. It just, if something hits it, then something hits it. I wonder how many weapons you can hold at a time. I was unsure if that was gonna... Oh, God. All the damage I've taken so far has been from... Okay. Oh, there's durability. Yeah, of course there's durability. Burn damage type. So there's different type and spell. Okay. Well, we're gonna stay with the club. Does that play like Got a Rowboat? Not really. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you just take all my weapons by yelling? Oh. Okay. So, does that do the spell in question? I see, yeah, it does. So that's how you do the spell. Interesting. Backstep, so you could keep the shield up without having to turn. I was going to say, I'm like, it looks like they are putting weapons in the wall for wall chicken a lot. So the sort of risk and reward of, do I keep on going, or do I go with a weapon, or do I use the spell at that point? I wonder if the spell's power is related to how much durability it has. I'm not sure I like the idea of consuming weapon. I do, only because it seems like it's dropping weapons left and right. Like, I mean, I have 4 weapons right now. I think I upgraded my weapon. So it makes me think, like, okay, I got to use that weapon. Now, again, it's going to really come down to, can I use specific spells? All right. Probably want to get rid of a weapon that I don't necessarily have a lot of speed on. Up. Looks like we have a boss here. Warning. The Wendigo. Wow. Oh, what? Did somebody just kill it for me? Oh, the Horseman. simple enough controls, and I do have, there's a little bit of delay when moving, but it's like ever so slight. I'll break this weapon for defense. Ugh. There we go. Careful, you can stop time. It's Centaur, man. Uh-oh. Nope. Come back. An axe? It's not like a upgraded axe, or what exactly? Oh, made by Mercenary Kings? And here's our hero. What happened out there? It's the end of the world. It's Halloween on Earth. Really? It's not the end. Surely there's a scientific explanation, Doctor. Director, the explanation is that the occult is real and they've rained down on us. Oh, well, normal. Very Gundam-like vibes. All over the world, satellites that track weapon-shaped meteors targeting 10 sites around the globe. Very specific. Energy readings tell us that these weapons act as portals for enemy troops and keep them pouring into the cities. These events have been described by the Pazu parchments hidden by Vatican VI. Of course it's the Vatican. The Forge will claim the Earth and produce spirit weapons. The cosmic war shall begin. Oh no. We're doomed! Not yet, there's always a delay. Let me go in, Director. Of course our main protagonist is like, I can do it. Oh, we're at Android. I mean, didn't you just see me? Is Grid alive? Oh, it's alive. Oh, of course. The world is up down. Lay down your weapons so you'll fall down to ours. You don't. Do you even know who this is? So our main. Ah, so we got a Mega Man-like situation here. Pogobawa, Tanzania. Neon, China. Gashadoro Kiro, Japan, a skeleton. The Horseman, Canada. We took care... Didn't we take care of him? We just did. Weapon Keeper Lilith, of course, is the U.S. Matachola Tukutulu. I'm not going to try to pronounce that again. From Mexico. Dundaios, Scotland. Bodeg, a snowman from Switzerland, of course. Medusa, Greece, of course. The Baba Yaga, which, okay. Russia and Anubis, Egypt. Some of these are a little bit more straightforward that I know, but I think we gotta go. So the question is, will these creatures have weaknesses? Like, this seems fire-based, so ice, stone, sand? I think there's the only way that we can start officially here is start in Tanzania. I do like the transition screens here. They really do add a lot to it. Small story segments that actually make it feel like really appropriate. Yeah, there's definitely Mega Man sounding vibes here in terms of like even the music. We are getting weapons like left and right here. He's holding that axe a little bit strangely though, not gonna lie. Oh, so I can only kill them. Okay. All right. I mean, with it being so... See, the thing is that if the spell... I can't tell whether or not the spell is... like, proportional to the strength of the durability. If that's the case, then there's a lot more to it than just... you know, use it before it's up. Because, like, if it's not, then it's like, well, wait a minute, just use it before it goes away, always. So I'm assuming it's going to be based off of the strength of the weapon. But the game hasn't really taught me that yet. I'm going to need the actual... Or shiny if you can't pick ore. Good old down thrust. Yep, good old pogo. Not really a pogo in this case. Doesn't look like enemies respawn either, so that's actually a big deal, because then you'd always have to take out that... So the question is, does that respawn? Yeah, it does. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, is there something down there? Of course, we have an elevator section. It wouldn't be a game like this without an elevator section. We know that elevators are somewhat evil, though. If India Mouse has anything to tell us. Makes it sound like it's actually hitting something. Oh boy. We need to watch out for that. Ow. Ow. Let us. So the thing is that's making me question it, though, is the questioning the durability thing is the fact that it says large heal specifically. Now, it did say there was a speedrun mode, so this section is a little bit strange to see in terms of like, well, wait a minute. I wonder how long the beam lasts. Okay, the beam is gone. Dang it. We are in trouble here because we don't have too much health left. So we gotta be very careful about our health. Get our axe. Was about to mention Indimus. Yeah. Sorry, beat you to it on that one. Oh, okay, so we can destroy the dirt in certain cases. Only in certain cases, it looks like. So it looks like there's sections that we have to get out of our mech no matter what. There's some health for our guy. It is nice that is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very, why am I having trouble with the words here? Like very pro-friendly behavior. It's very easy to latch onto that. Okay, so let's put in this because that's about to break. I feel like there's something here. See, this screen doesn't make a lot of sense if it's just one. Oh. It looks like we gotta get out of our mech again. Those sections can feel a little bit off. What other games do this off-vehicle section besides God? There's one I forgot the name. Blaster Master. Spiders. Yeah, tiny ass dagger. Dagger does. It also doesn't have a lot of damage too, but burden. I'm not exactly sure what the burden is. Does that mean like how much I have? It's interesting. How's the game doing? It's doing pretty well to begin with. Okay. I fucked that up. Oops. No. I feel like the jumping is the biggest problem right now. Like for him. The game's doing fine. I know that one of my colleagues that I worked with over at Tech Raptor gave it a 2 out of 5 at his new place of work, and I am a little wary about that in terms of like the game continues to like do the same thing over and over again. But so far, no problems. Ow. He did mention the death pits, like, and I'm seeing what he's talking about. There are a numerous amount of death pits so far. And some of the jumps are a little bit tricky because it feels like you have more momentum than you do. And you're right, like it doesn't make a lot of sense for a mech to have that kind of speed unless if it's got like jet thrusters or something, but it's a little bit like misleading almost. Oh, might as well use this. It's a large shield considering it's about to be destroyed. Technology is yet to come. I feel like I couldn't avoid that third one even if I tried. I only got one weapon left. I feel like that's the last thing you want in any situation is to be without a one weapon because you'll be in a lot of trouble. Nope. I don't know what this is, but oh, 1-up. Okay. Worth going for that challenge. Jump. Music is doing pretty well too. It does feel very Mega Man-esque. Oh, damn it. Wait. Oh, I'm actually him now. Okay. But little problem here. So you can actually play. Oh God! Gotta do that whole section again now. That is. The time between checkpoints seems a little high for a modern game. Like, I don't have necessarily a lot of problems with that, but I'm sort of surprised. The spikes so remind me of Mega Man. I was getting bored of him. Come on, get over there. Break it so that I get the durability up issue. Later. Don't have to deal with your shit now. There we go. Oh, so the health doesn't recharge either. That's a little crazy when you think about it. Okay, I do have a problem with that. So, the track is not actually something you can jump on. That, to me, is a big problem. Because it seems like it is. It's very hard to tell what's in the foreground and what's in the background. That's the kind of little annoyance that works over time. Where it's just like, okay, if I didn't know that, then this whole section's a lot different if I did know it. Can you eject while jumping? I will find out in a little bit when it's safer to do so. Yeah, you don't want to be without a weapon, especially with the fact that some enemies it looks like it takes more than one hit. Ow. At least you do have a punch, though. No, you can't jump. You can't eject while jumping. Ow. Getting out of the back provides you a yeah, it does. Thank you. I finally have a weapon again. And in a good part, too, because... Okay, don't need to deal with your shit. Can you access your storage when you're out of weapons? Apparently you can. I didn't realize that would be an actual stored. Well, that's nice. Definitely not what I expected. That seems to make things a lot easier than... Okay, have to make this jump. Okay. Really? 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 immediately. Oh, fuck that. Okay. We're going back. So, to upgrade Grit's energy, visit the laboratory. Okay, laboratory. You can upgrade Grit by... You have enough materials. Oh, okay, so I could use the points of it to make... Alright. I'll keep the hockey stick around. So I have more spirit now. Okay, so... Well, we're gonna go with Lilith this time. I know that somebody suggested that, so we're gonna start with the USA. Does it save your checkpoint? I'm assuming if you keep the weapon in the checkpoint, yes, but I'm not sure. We'll find out if I go back when I go back there. If I go back on this time. Oh, this definitely feels like New York-ish. God will not like that. So the spirit burden is your currency, basically. Might as well break that because another good track too. Maybe not on the Mega Man level though. Like just under it though. Oh, I need a spear type weapon to get through there. Okay, cool. Give it the spear. I do like the fact that it's not enclosed as much as the last level. Like, the fact that it changes that up a little bit. The pogo jump is a nice thing. Although, again, with it being such a staple in games like this, it may be weird at first to realize that it's not as bouncy as most of those other pogo jumps. So you've got to get used to it a little bit. This is a short spear. Shield Guy looks very reminiscent of Delta 2. Yeah, I will agree with that. Very duelist. Thank you for the Falcon. He's gonna get Zelda-tude again. Oh, of course I am. There has not been a checkpoint yet. Are you gonna fall off? No, you're not. Am I gonna have to watch out for trains? Oh, there's trains in the background. Everybody needs a big news house there, and I'll be saying, yeah, you're right. But what I'm mentioning that for is the fact that, especially in a game where they're instant death pits, that you are going to need to watch out for that. Because even though you are assuming that maybe everything's okay, it probably isn't. Okay, didn't need my mech yet. Okay, now I could put something in. I might as well take something in. Yeah, the Bowie knife. They changed. I just remember them being purple last time. It could be based on the background. I think both the backgrounds were primarily green, so it's a little bit strange. But so, like, you've got these areas here where it's obvious that. You gonna explode it? Okay, no, you guys don't explode it. Okay, noted. Like, I would not be able to tell that this was a usable wall in most cases. It feels like that part of the sort of design is a little bit weird to me. Like, it's hard to tell what is what. Ow, 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 ow. Do I want to jump up there? Ow! I don't think I can make that jump easily. I really don't want to. Okay, so there isn't knockback, which is huge in this case. Yeah, you're right on the level design part in terms of making it feel worth it. Obviously, the pogo, or the pipe, is apparently a wanted weapon because I literally have to go... Oh, no, it stops you in midair. Wow, that was an insta-death. Ooh, that is cruel. Yeah, you can use it as a double jump. I wish the game would have taught you that. It gives you a little bit more air. That does change a lot, though. Okay, come on. Ow. Ow. Yeah, use the spell equals break the weapon. Yeah, but the thing is that you see the durability, so like it's just basically use it before the durability's gone. We haven't seen any ranged weapons. We have. It's throwing. Throwing sword is technically a ranged weapon. Yes, yes it is. Don't have to use... It is nice to see that those other paths are there, though, for if you do die and you have to rely on our pilot instead of just no one else. Okay, can't make that jump. I don't know how I feel about the ability to just grab something from the stash almost. That easily. These taxis are way too small. Yeah, a little bit. Only a little bit, though. Oh, wait, what? See, I thought those buses were something that I could grab to. I really don't like the fact that it's very hard to tell what is usable and what is not. Like, at first glance, I was like, oh yeah, I could use that. But no, not so much. These levels are also... like, if we're being a Mega Man type level, they're pretty long. Didn't really want to mess with that. There we go. Yeah, here, insert this weapon. We've got a fist and not much else. Oh, Lilith. I don't think I'm gonna use that much on her this time because I'm at... Don't worry, you can do it, man. I believe in you. If you could reach her, which you can't, you got this, little buddy. Your mech may not be here, but you definitely can win. Ow. Ow! I can only take one more hit. I can take one more hit. I mean, he's barely doing any damage. So it's like, well, yeah, but... He dead. Alright, we need to get some weapons here. We will take a falcon. We will take a good old pipe. And a spear. And we have the baseball bat right there. Warning, warning. Okay, poison out. Yeah, a little bit better damage-wise. Damn it. Oh, it just slows me down. Oh, okay. I could use something with health, which I don't have. You get a demon with an iron prize. Now, that's the American way. Of course it is. Ow. 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 Oh, okay. I can't deflect that. It's up to you, little man. You got this. You did it. We did it, mech. Broken mech, but we did it. Yeah! My shit is broken and it probably costs millions to replace, but... Yes. A holy blessing can remove curse. A flaming burst can incinerate your enemies. I like this part for a little bit, but it's almost felt like she's meant to be in a whole nother game. It felt like that a little bit to me, but I don't know. Like here, it doesn't feel like it's different, really. But I don't know why. No, I want to keep some of the weapons here. Alright, let's go with... You gotta pay for your broken bed and now you ordered forever dead. I'm just going to randomly... Stop. Anubis it is! Egypt. I like the fact that she like you actually have a weapon as the pilot. Like that feels right. Like, oh, I'm gonna be in a situation I need to wings? So there's some with specialties, it looks like. Because wings is definitely one we haven't seen yet. And it looks like there's special weapons based on the area, because I mean, obviously that sort of curved sword is very Middle Eastern, Egyptian-esque. I forget what it's actually called. I have not watched by Forge and Fire lately. Anubis is easy because it's a noob. I mean, I get the joke. I do. There's something up there, but I'm not getting it now. Scimitar? Kopesh? Kopesh sounds right. Quicksand. Okay, hold on. I want to put Lilith's pawn underway, because I don't want to use it if I don't need to. Same with the golden sword. I feel like those are weapons to keep around, like when you're having real big troubles. Look at my little dirk. Oh, it increases the durability. Okay, cool. Ooh, what's that? I probably should... Stowed base. Excellent. I'm not seeing a lot wrong here. I'm seeing a little bit annoyances here and there, and I could see that turning into problems, but I admit I'm highly entertained right now. Oh, Jesus. The insta-kill stuff like that could be killer, depending. I also don't like the fact that, like, so depending on which way you're facing, it's a little bit strange because like the way that you're holding the weapon and where you actually use it, like you'd expect it to almost like hold the weapon in front of him to do the attack, like where your shield is, but he doesn't, and that's a little bit different than normal. I mean, okay. I also do question those like areas like for that. Like, was that really needed to progress? It seems a little bit. We're gonna put in the dirt because. All right, what was the weapon called? A Kopesh. Yep. Obviously, I can go up that way because you're actually moving the screen up. So, it looks like there may be multiple paths in an area, but maybe it's not unlocked until another run. I do like the fact that actually hitting the wall with the weapon does make it, you know, feel like it's actually hitting it. Run, 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 run. Get the one up. Oh, damn it. Running, 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 running. I do love the alliteration there, FAQ. Jumps can be tricky. Ow. Now, I was finding stuff in the walls like every other thing, and now I'm not finding anything in any walls. There's a weird inconsistency there, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, God. Oh, God. Assuming there's got to be one thing. Yep. It's like you got to go out of your way to get this one. So it's got to be special. Spikes. So everything comes down to timing. Want to make sure I made that jump. Base again. The music is starting to become really catchy. It's definitely doing the action portion of this very well. Was there a tutorial stage before you got this big list? Yes, there was. The first one was actually sort of it was Canada. It immediately made you go to Canada. It didn't even tell you Canada until afterward. I'm assuming this is going to be the boss. Yep. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to have to do some jumping shenanigans based off those ropes. Even though... It looks feels like spear weapons may be the most useful against him, only because... Crap. Wow, that was an absolute annihilation. Alright, let's think about this here. I feel like the spears are a good choice. But it may be... I don't have any health. That's part of the problem. I feel like the wings may be something that would be really useful against Anubis, and maybe that's where the Mega Man element comes in, where the special weapons have some kind of ability that really helps you in those fights. I see. It actually knocks you out. That's actually an interesting boss characteristic. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. We did it, mech. Do checkpoints restore your weapons back to what you had as the checkpoint? I'm assuming they do. Based on what I've seen so far, but you have enough weapons to upgrade Grit's energy capacity. Visit the laboratory. Okay. Definitely not the scepter, because that's unique. Not the Ponard. I think the golden sword is something else too. Yeah, no, we're not gonna upgrade yet. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. We're going to Mexico. I do like the fact that the actual mech is like grit. It's an extension of you being like, yeah, I'm gonna kick some ass. I've got grit. I've got determination. It is a little bit weird that the android's named Flame, though. I do wonder if there's almost going to be a collection element where it's like after you get through all the bosses, that maybe going to a back to a level to get certain weapons may be really useful for you. I don't need to drop down there to get that. I mean, I actually have only spears right now, and I don't feel like choosing it. Looks like this is a spear-based weapon area. It's good that it controls well too, because I could see this being like if the control was a little bit too tight or a little bit too loose, it would fall apart almost immediately. Because like the damage that you take from enemies, and in particular, they indicated that she was a robot. They even said it's the best pilot that they had, regardless of being human or not. So they were pretty specific about the fact that she is an android or robot. Oh, I don't want to use that. just waiting on me? You bitch. Two men enter. One man dies. And it's you. Lots of repeating enemies, huh? Yeah, in the level, especially like some of these like basic enemies, very similar to the. Why am I not remembering the helmet bots in Mega Man? The ones who wait until they fire and then they hide themselves in like a turtle shell. They're definitely reusing that guy over and over again. Alright, we got... Oh, we're definitely not making that jump, so... It's such a weird, like, oh, here, I have a little bit of Metar, thank you. Is it Metar? Whoa. I feel like there's something that could be done there, maybe later on. I feel like I need the double jump no matter what, because just to be on the safe side. Skeleton archers. We all know the dangers of skeleton archers. This doesn't come out. It comes as a sword. Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that. I mean, it is sword-like, but I mean, one's a hammer. It seems very hammer-esque. No, we're not going that way because I don't need the health that much. But on the other hand, it's free health. It does get reused though, so it doesn't get recharged even if you die. So maybe I should have kept that just in case. I feel like the weapon that I've seen in the level before as a reward there is a little bit weird. Good effort. How's the game so far? Pretty good. It's been pretty straightforward, entertaining, but doing its job rather well. It looks, this is probably the boss. Oh boy. I don't like the fact that there's so many platforms. Alright, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Oh god. He seems like, the thing is that like some of these characters, they really feel like you always want the spear because of the range on it. is one of the enemies that actually use their helpers a lot more. But I'm not having as many problems with this guy than I was with the other bosses. In fact, he was a lot more simpler. First leader lovers of Mike, just call him Mike. Yep. You have to sacrifice weapons to save a checkpoint? Yes, you do. It's one of the game's gimmicks, it looks like. Alright, Flame, I'm impressed. You fight like a soldier. You were ready for an advanced sword technique. Attack at the precise moment an enemy hits your shield and you'll parry or even disarm them. Ooh. Mike is now the Aztec dot of death. Ooh. So that's it. So that adds a layer of skill. Okay. Now we should have enough points. Okay, we don't need that. We'll keep the that spear. Falcon can go. The Bowie knife can go. The Warhammer can go. The Lion Spear can go. No, all these other ones are ones that I don't want to sacrifice. Alright. Random again. Stop. Baba Yaga. We're going to Russia. It is interesting that the game hasn't been like, besides the one stage in Tanzania, it's been testing a lot of the same things, which is a little strange to me. All right, first of all, we're putting away that. Grab a Falcon. So it looks like this level is going to be laser focused. Got learning that little second jump with the up attack makes a huge difference on platforming. It doesn't really teach you that it does that. Yeah, you could probably try to figure it out. Shaka. I feel like that's still a weapon I want to keep around for a second. How do you feel about games that require cost to activate checkpoints and save points? I think as long as... So here's the thing. I actually do like the fact that you have to think about that, and like, especially in like really hard situations where you got to be sitting there going, oh, do I really want to deal with this? I think the risk and reward mechanic there can work. With that said, it could really feel unfair if you're put into that situation way too often, and you got to be really careful of it. The thing about, especially in a game with death traps, where you get insta killed with like, you know, pits. I do think that it can work rather well, because it's like, oh, are you really willing to risk it all just to keep this one weapon? Now, granted, I feel like it would be a lot more scary if I didn't have access to all my weapons at every point. Be able to go to my like stash back at the back at headquarters. It would be less. It would be more scary if I couldn't reach that. Now, that could be a difference on hard. And that if that's one of the things on hard that makes it a little bit more difficult, you know, I could see that really working. Fall to your death. I feel like the secondary, like the elements of getting out of your mech, or maybe added post initial development, only because they seem very much out of the way, and they're always very, very short. Like they thought they needed something else, and that's what they came up with. Oh boy. I don't need the recharge paladin, not in that. In games like this, cost save reward feels a little odd at first, but I do appreciate how it works in games like Resident Evil. Like when Resident Evil, yeah, it's one of the best examples where it's just like, yeah, you can save, but are you sure you're gonna have enough? And then like normal gameplay, you explore more, you get a couple more. It's like, okay, sure. Here, I feel like it's just sort of throwing things at me at this point, so it's a little strange. Also, these level parts where it's like, it's obvious that it wants me to do something, but I'm not sure what. I do like the fact that the weapons, like each weapon has its own unique look, even if it is the same type of something. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to follow this thing. Okay, That sound is getting really annoying. Leave me alone. I just don't want to hear that sound anymore. Alright, I'm in trouble health-wise. Hey, Sword, how's it going, man? Yep, we were supposed to say, there's definitely going to be something there. Crap. Move. That's a little bit quicker laser. How is game? Game is good. Very much of a Mega Man-esque Zelda 2 crossover almost. Definitely influenced by old NES titles, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Alright. Don't know what the absorb, because it doesn't stay with me, so it's like, okay, what did that do? I don't know. I do need health. That's for sure. Now I have the Praise the Lord staff. Apparently it's a hammer for some reason. Gotta say, not really a fan of this color palette. It reminds me of Castlevania, like old Castlevania, so I don't necessarily have a problem with it. Oh, fuck. I thought I could jump down there. Well, let's hope we can get to another. Oh boy. Can I make that jump? And thinking about this, Flame could really jump high. Like, he could jump definitely higher than his mech can. Her mech can. Oh boy. Can I have... It's usually changing the stage-by-stage basis. Yeah, it's definitely changing on a stage-by-stage basis. Yeah, let's activate you. Can I have an area now? Oh. Go, go, go! Thank God. Still don't have any health. Real Jesus. There we go. That's what I think when I have this weapon in my hand. Okay, insert weapon. I'm definitely not gonna do it on this round because I'm like low at health. So we'll just only use this one weapon. And you're probably going to be a trickster of some sort because... She's bringing the glowing and speedy mushrooms. Oh. Oh boy. We got this. Don't worry. Everything's perfectly fine. Ow. We're good. You can do it. You can do it, Flame. I believe in you. Come on, Flame. You got this. Oh, God. No, you don't. I'll refuse a bit here. Flame is Flynn, and kept on thinking from... Oh, nope, I'm dead. Kept imagined Flynn from Fire Emblem 3 to help F. Okay, so now we can bring in... Let's bring in the club, let's bring in the scepter, and let's bring in the warhammer. Alright, we got this. I think the weapons stay with you on the check or after you die, but obviously I dropped my weapon in that case. Oh boy. Bouncing mushrooms. Bouncing electric mushrooms, which is even worse. I feel like you gotta be a lot more patient with Baba Yaga than some of the other bosses. Okay. Damn it. Come on. Okay. 6 down to go. Oh, what the hell? Don't like your chicken legs. I know that's part of the Baba Yaga, but really did not need to see those chicken legs. I feel like giving Flavor ranged weapon would actually somewhat defeat the so let me explain. Let's just go to the next one. Let's go to China. Oh wait, have I done China already? I think I have. Wait, have I? I don't know. I thought that I thought I saw a skull there. I would just end up killing myself early to get back into mech. Well, let's go back to the map. Oh, okay, no. The skulls are the ones I need to kill. The ones that I've got flags at are the ones that I've seen. So the problem with the idea of giving her a ranged weapon is that when you've got a situation where you can get back into the mech and you have a ranged assailant, you see the problem there is the fact that I could just do this. Jump out of mech, use the ranged attack, get back into mech. It would sort of make it a lot easier for the mech in those sort of danger sections to really deal with those, you know, situations where an insta pit or an insta kill pit could really end up screwing you. Design-wise, that makes sense. Now, granted, her weapon is pretty long, but it's around the same as a spear, so. I have to give the music, like, the fact is that the only thing I'm questioning on the music is, like, because this is a location-based game, that, like, I know this is gonna sound a little bit odd, but I'm sort of surprised that the Chinese part of the game doesn't sound Chinese, like, doesn't have Chinese traditional instrument. Okay, now that I've said that, immediately it starts the segment that makes it sound Oriental. Thank you, game. And thank you for immediately disproving me. I retract my statement. Do I want? Yeah, let's give you some energy. Oh, wait, this is the witch's pedestal. I don't want to use that. Yeah, Xion. Wait, Dad? Wait, what? I'm using my father? Of all that timing. Yeah, the game's like, yep, nope. We're gonna immediately prove you wrong. You gotta love it when a game's like, yep, nope. I feel like I'm stretching a little bit for some, like, problems with the game. Like, there's certain elements that are definitely hung over from the NES hard era. Like, you know, the fact that, you know, you have the insta-death hits. And some would say in modern day design, that could be considered something that, you know, is a little bit of a faux pas. That Dad Dow. Look, I'm sorry. That looks like Dad. I don't care if the same letter is a different looking letter in there. I'm using my father to deal with these things. I do like the fact that the sound design is very, very good. Like the swiping of the sword doesn't feel too like it's easy to hear, yet it's not like really, really annoying. But like when you get a situation where you like the shield, for example, where something like that you really need to know what happened. It's very clear. It's very clear that you blocked, and I feel like that's very important in a game like this because it gives you the feedback you need. I do somewhat question, however. No. Like, I was wondering, like, do I really need an up attack? Like, some parts I really did need it based on the design, but I'm like, sometimes, some of these enemies have, like... Wait, what? Wait. The horseman? We already took care of you. So are there bosses that come back? So maybe if you, like, certain enemies will come back at certain stages, is my guess. This is really interesting in my mind. I really do like this. And the Gaia Blade. Okay, well, we're not using that. Any more Yakuza streams in 2020? Probably. Maybe not for the next month. I went through today and went through the games I want to cover. And there's at least 3 a week that I want to cover right now from the indie side of things. So it's probably not going to be for a while. Maybe on weekends. That's a possibility. It's just one of those things where just like there's so many good games coming out right now. Oh boy. Precision platforming. Okay, I sort of want this thing, whatever it is. Well, so what makes me think that isn't a fake out necessarily is each of those areas that we've had so far have had an enemy like that. Have had it like a one area part where you literally have to just go through it, or in this case, a boss showed up. It makes me think that those other areas, maybe different other ones can show up. Any reviews of the next big one? Yes, of course. I am working on a 5-minute review of Death Come True right now. I don't want to make it any longer because I feel like if I get too deep into the story that it would spoil it, just the nature of it. Very similar to like, I feel like Valhalla does do that. Can you do that up air attack any jump trick with any weapon? Yes. With the exception, I think, of your fist. Full reviews, I'm working on Virgo, of course. Which is coming along, but I gotta play through the game again, so... Is that a dinosaur skull chariot? It is, and I really wish I had one. Also, cheese bread and pizza sounds good. We had some, like a sausage noodle crock pot tonight, and it was really good. Oh boy. Made by Andrea, of course. Did you get to play more Death Comes True yet? Actually, considering this was my COVID day off, I played through the rest of the scenarios in question. I will say this. I'm somewhat disappointed in the sort of other failure scenarios, only because they're a lot more interesting than some of the actual... Like, I don't want to say the game itself wasn't interesting. It was. But when I compared some of those alternate scenarios to like what was happening in game, it was a little bit like absurd. For example, one of the endings actually had a new character show up with a sort of the yandere trait to them. They were a fan of the fact that you were a serial killer, and well, you sort of, yeah, things. Let's just say that it was an interesting alternate route. I won't spoil anything, but okay, I don't want to use too much on this one because this is the first time I face the boss. Like water-based? You did call that, and yes. Take my whip! You killed me in one hit! Is there any similarities between Death and Request and Death Comes True? I'll have to think about that one. I'm not sure. It's Dion Tiger from Mega Man X3. God. I haven't played X3 in so long. I'll take my thing back out. Ow. Some of the like, ow. Like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to deal with some of these attacks. Like, he's really fast to the point where it's just like, oh, well, I'm dying. Alright, we're going to try this again. We're going to use... And we're going to use the dad. I don't care if it's a Dow. It's a dad. So this is the first boss that has given me a little bit more trouble. I think it's the fact that I'm being very impatient. I need to get up. Really? Ah! Ball heal. Fudge. Ow. Mac, come back. I need you. Fireballs with it, does it dash when it does it above it doesn't? I'm not sure. Maybe time to bust this has special weapons. It could be. Keep a heal on us too. We'll use a spear to begin with to get some defense early. Ow. I think the defense is helping a lot. See, like, I don't know how I would be able to predict in the other, there was a lot of bad endings. My favorite bad ending was one where your characters get stuck in a volcano. Yeah, there is a good amount of bad endings compared to everything, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily stands out compared to any other in the genre. The bird stat, I feel like this is used to, like, it sets the cost of weapons. All right. Because you use the burden to upgrade the spirit, I think. Okay, so that, club, warhammer, rod, ancient dagger. More health, which is nice. All right, we've got 5 more enemies to go here. And of course, because we're doing this randomly. And stop. Got the next one available. So we're going to Japan and facing skeletons because that makes sense. Like, I feel like this is, like, if I were to, like, do a rating on this, it'd be right now in the sort of the high 80s. I'm not seeing a lot wrong with it. The gameplay is definitely holding up. It would be nice to see. I don't need the militia spear. I will take those two. I was about to say, I'm like, there's got to be something over here. only a tiny bit of extra health. It was, but you can grind, it looks like, to get more weapons to get that stuff. So I do appreciate the fact that it adds that part into it. This is a good throwable weapon, it looks like. I keep on forgetting I have the backdash. It just feels like I'm not using it much. Kunai. I didn't use the spell. That was bad of me. I do like the fact that he turns into wood, like very much like a, I think it's a Tengu? Wood in Japanese culture. Oh god. Is this the thing from The Ring? Is this Samara? Is this Samara and her demons? I mean, pretty sure it is, but... Whoa, whoa, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I was about to say that I wasn't sure if I could enter that area, but... Stab you in the face, stab you in the face. Just the regular ghost. Sure. Pretty sure appearance of the girl in the ring was based off some demon ghost yokai, so that tracks. Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm dropping all the way down. Fudge. Okay, game, I'm not liking you at the moment. Ooh. Okay, ninja monk. Okay, we're going left. Yep, I'm placing you in there because you got less durability. See, like this one right here. Like, I feel like this is somewhere where one of the bosses would show up. Because it's so out of place. It's one room that doesn't do much. Maybe that one guy shows up no matter what. Get out of. All right, I can take you on. I got a whip. I could keep you away from me too. So don't worry, Flame's got this. Just can't pick up any of the weapons, which sucks. I do like that there's the second chance nature to the flame gameplay, where it's just like, yeah, try it now. But on the other hand, run, 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 jump, 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 jump. Keep on jumping. Jump for your life. Even though you're an android. Did you start appearance? Yeah, yeah, I saw that one right. Down I go. You don't have any weapons. You can punch things. Oh, okay. Sure. This seems not normal. It's definitely different. I feel like I'm not necessarily doing this the way that the game wanted me to, but okay. Punch you in the face. No. Punch you in the face. Give me that kunai. I need that kunai. It's a big ass kunai. Those kunais. So many blind jumps. Yeah, that was a little bit of a weird section to me because it's just like I feel like I should have died 27 times there. And just sort of got lucky. Who actually deals with enemies? Take that heal. Go. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a boss. So we'll take in our, oh boy, that's a giant skeleton. He is bigger than the actual shrine. Oh god. What? Am I cursed? Oh boy. We got this. Ow. Jesus. Okay. We're gonna take the Dragon Guardian. We're gonna take the Dragon Gundao, or the Gundad, as I like to call it. And the Dirk. random. Ow. Right, deal the damage, deal the damage, deal the damage, deal the damage. Oh, I can't get the weapon back. No! No! Oh, I guess I sacrificed it. It's just a giant bone. Of course it is. Did I lose that weapon? I did. Well, sucks to be that, but... okay, I'm gonna call it a stream for this time around. I will give my final thoughts. Like, I really do enjoy the movement of Mega Man versus, like Zelda 2-esque elements of this game. The platforming seems like it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but once you get used to it, things really do work. Get equipped with femur. Actually, what is that what it was called? Gasha no Hon. It was like the bosses are a good mixture in terms of the different types and testing you on different things. Each level does test you a little bit differently, although it is starting to feel a little bit the same in terms of the enemy types. Really, you have to deal with the traps differently, and the traps can be a little bit dangerous. Once you figure out that the up attack gives you a little bit more jump height, I think the game becomes a lot simpler, and I wish the game was a little bit more straightforward telling you that. You can see the Mega Man influences in like the music and the design choices. Even things like this, like the screen feels influenced by something like Street Fighter for the selection screen. It's a game that sort of wears its influence on its sleeve, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because they've combined it into something that is its own thing. It uses mythology and the different mythology and creatures from each of the areas to make something different and new, while still making it familiar. It is a sort of weird that Lilith is the USA. Like, I guess when it comes to the US, it's like, well, wait a minute. Like, what is a net? Like, you know, Bigfoot? No. But like things like the Baba Yaga, the like Medusa being sort of from Greece. Okay, that makes sense. I'm not going to try to pronounce that guy's name. I mean, the devs are called tribute games after all. Yeah, but I always hesitate to completely be like, oh, this is a tribute game per se, because that gives people the wrong impression. It definitely influences it, and it definitely takes tribute from other games, but on the other hand, it definitely combines it into something that feels unique after everything. A lot of Capcom influence, I would agree with that. It seems like devs that maybe grew up with Capcom games. Capcom and Konami is what I'm getting from it. Honestly, for $20, I can't see this being a bad purchase, even with 2 hours. Granted, I still have 4 bosses to go, and then I'm assuming sort of like a Mega Man-esque Dr. Wily 4 stages kind of thing. It does seem to also have other game modes, and then like we saw, there is a remixed mode, which almost implies that maybe it's only using the one character. It's nice to see that it also has the difficulty levels as well. Honestly, not a lot for me to say negatively on this. I would check it out if you like action games and platforming games, especially if you grew up as a Capcom kid or a Konami kid. And yeah, the Native American mythos could have worked there for the Americas. But tomorrow will be not Carry On. It will be the game that I am completely blanking on. Come on, Scott. Necro Barista. As opposed to Necro Batista, which is just a dead form of Batista coming back to life. Anyway, I will see you guys then. Thanks for coming out. And as always, keep on gaming.